Hello friends, in this video we will go through the personality of Gemini Ascendant. We will look into how we can recognize a Gemini Ascendant person. We will see what are the physical and behavioral traits of a Gemini Ascendant. So these are the contents of this video. So initially we'll get a brief introduction to Gemini Ascendant, and then we'll look into general traits and life approach of Gemini Ascendant, and then the key characteristics, the key physical traits, the body language of the Gemini person, and how the Gemini person or Gemini Ascendant person behave in social settings, relationships, professional settings, daily life, and conflict. And then we'll look into a practical example of a Gemini Ascendant person. And at the end, we'll look into the limitations and context that we need to consider while analyzing Gemini Ascendant. And finally, I'll conclude with a summary and conclusion. So let's get started. In Vedic astrology, a Gemini Ascendant like this is the same for Western astrology as well. So a Gemini Ascendant, or it's in Sanskrit, it's called Mithuna Lagna. So that means that Gemini, or the Mithuna Rashi, the Gemini zodiac sign, was rising on the eastern horizon at the time of the birth of that native, of that person. So the Gemini Ascendant is ruled by the planet Mercury. It's called Buddha Graha in Sanskrit. So Mercury is a fast-moving and intelligent planet. So Gemini Ascendant, since the ruling planet is Mercury, it affects the Gemini Ascendant's personality. So Gemini Ascendants are curious, adaptable, and expressive individuals. So influenced by Mercury, the planet of intellect and communication, blesses these Ascendant people with quick thinking, wit, and youthful personality. Mercury is a youthful planet, so it brings a youthful personality to these Ascendant people. And this makes them natural communicators, writers, travelers, and multitaskers. They thrive in environments and stimulate their mind. They thrive in environments that stimulate their mind. And because of these mercurial qualities, Gemini Ascendant often succeed in media, journalism, teaching, marketing, writing, and public relations. So in the right side, we can see the chart, the North Indian format chart of the Gemini Ascendant. So the first house, this is the first house. So the first house, we see the number 3. So that means it's the third zodiac sign, that's Gemini. And so this first house is the Gemini sign, and Gemini sign is ruled by the planet Mercury. And then this next house, the second house, will be number 4, Cancer sign, and ruled by Moon. Third house will be number 5, Leo sign, and ruled by Sun. And similarly, all the other house numbers and zodiac sign goes on. General traits and life approach of Gemini Ascendant. Gemini Ascendant approach life with curiosity, adaptability, and strong desire to learn and communicate. They are social butterflies with a youthful energy, often juggling multiple interests at once. So they often do multitasking, and they crave mental stimulation, enjoy networking, and love exchanging ideas with others. Their versatility makes them excellent at navigating change and adapting to different environments. However, they may also struggle with indecisiveness, restlessness, and a tendency to skim the surface rather than go deep. Key characteristics of Gemini Ascendant. So these ascendants are ruled by Mercury. So Mercury brings intelligence, communication skills, and adaptability. These natives are witty, clever, and mentally agile. And they have the youthful energy. Regardless of age, they maintain a youthful charm and curiosity about the world. They are multitaskers. They are usually involved in more than one project at a time, and they enjoy dynamic work environments. And they are excellent communicators. They are natural storytellers, speakers, writers. They excel in fields requiring articulation and persuasion. They are restless and curious as well, like constantly seeking new knowledge. They get bored easily and need variety to stay engaged. And they are social and expressive. Gemini Risings are chatty, humorous, and expressive in body language. They are often the life of the party, like they enjoy partying and and then they have a changeable nature. Their moods and interests changes quickly, and they may seem inconsistent or unpredictable to others because of this kind of changing mood and changing interest. So the image at the right, it's a illustration of a Gemini Ascendant person, or the Gemini Ascendant person. So they have the key physical traits. They have a slim and toned body. Gemini Ascendants are usually lean and thin and well proportioned frame with a quick and agile movement. They have youthful appearance. Even as they age, they tend to retain a youthful face and energetic presence. They have expressive eyes. Their eyes are bright, lively, and full of curiosity. And their eye movements are quick and responsive. They have sharp features, a defined nose, high cheekbones, and a pointy or narrow chin are common. They have fast gestures. Their hands are very active while speaking, and their body language is expressive and animated. They have long arms and fingers. Mercury's influence often results in longer than average limbs, especially noticeable in their fingers. They have a fair to whitish complexion. Their skin tone varies from light to medium, often clear and bright due to their active lifestyle. They have flexible and agile movement. They walk briskly and have a spring in their step, appearing light on their feet. And they have animated facial expression. Their face is highly expressive, reflecting a range of emotions and thoughts in rapid succession. Now let's look into the body language of Gemini Ascendants. They are quick. They have a quick and energetic movements. They are fast movers. They walk quickly, and they rarely sit still. And they have expressive hands. Their hands are often in motion, especially when they speak. And they have animated gestures and often exaggerated for effect. And they have lively facial expression. They have a wide range of facial expressions, and that can shift from serious to playful in seconds. They have shifting eye contact. Their eyes dart around frequently, scanning their surroundings or jumping topics mid-conversation. And they have a playful posture. They might tilt their head while listening or lean with curiosity. Their posture is relaxed but alert. And they have a restless body language, like tapping fingers, bouncing knees, or frequently shifting positions. Their restlessness reflects their constant stimulated mind. And they have a talkative aura. Even when silent, their energy feels communicative. Like they exude a ready to chat vibe that draws others in. And they have a curiosity driven focus. Their attention shifts based on what grabs their interest, making them appear spontaneous or distracted. Now let's look into the behavioral patterns of Gemini Ascendant in different settings. Like in social settings, they are chatty and friendly. They are natural conversationalists who thrive in social settings. They love to talk. They love to share ideas and gather information. They are curious and observant, always noticing details others might miss. They ask questions and enjoy people watching. They are entertaining and they have an entertaining presence. They often become the life of the party without trying. Their humor, their wit, and expressive nature draw people in. They have a fluctuating engagement. They may jump from one group or one topic to another, and they often multitask socially. In relationships, they are witty and fun partner. They are flirty, playful, and keep things exciting. Their sense of humor is a big part of their charm. But they need for mental stimulation. They seek partners who can match their intellect and curiosity. Without mental engagement, they lose interest fast. They are emotionally light. They avoid overly heavy or clingy emotional displays. They process emotions logically and with detachment. But due to Mercury's influence, they have a dual nature. At times they affectionate, and at other times they are distant. So their duality can confuse partners, especially those seeking emotional consistency. In professional settings, they are excellent communicators. Whether in writing, speaking, or networking, they shine in communication-based roles. They are multitaskers. They juggle multiple projects, often preferring a fast-paced environment where change is constant. They are quick learners. They adapt fast, absorb new knowledge easily, and are often tech-savvy or idea-driven. But they are easily bored as well. So routine kills their motivation. They need variety or creative freedom to stay productive. In daily life, they are busy minds, busy schedules. They constantly juggle thoughts and plans, often have several tabs open in life, figuratively and literally. Well, in the browser tabs, they have several tabs open in life as well. not the browser tab, but yeah, in browser tabs as well, this can relate. And they are explorers at heart. They love learning new things, trying new activities, and meeting new people. They tend to keep hobbies dynamic and ever changing. Humor as a coping tool. They may use jokes or sarcasm to deflect deep emotions or stress. Light pack travelers, whether physically or emotionally, they don't carry excessive baggage. They prefer freedom and flexibility in their routines. In conflict or in conflicting situations, talk it out approach. They try to resolve issues through communication, debate, or humor. Avoids confrontation. They dislike emotionally intense scenes and may deflect or escape uncomfortable topics. Mentally agile in arguments. They think quickly on their feet and may twist logic or change stances rapidly. Forget and move on. They rarely hold grudges and bounce back fast, sometimes frustrating others who are still processing the conflict. They are quick to forget and move on. So here is a practical example of a Gemini Ascendant person. Imagine a Gemini Ascendant person named Ananya. So she's working in a media startup, juggling writing, podcasting, and managing a social media handle all at once. And she has got friends from every circle, college, travel, yoga class, Twitter, and somehow manages to keep in touch with all. And in a relationship, she's funny, expressive, and always sending memes or clever texts. But when things get emotionally heavy, she'll shift it to logical mode or distract herself with work. She's curious about everything, from ancient history to AI tools, and her room has both a tarot deck and a Kindle loaded with nonfiction. She hates routine, switches cafes every few weeks, and jokes that if she had a catchphrase, it would be, let's mix it up. So this kind of personality could be a person from a Gemini Ascendant. So there are always limitations and context while analyzing Gemini Ascendant. For example, Gemini Ascendants are ruled by Mercury. So if Mercury is weak, combust, or afflicted, their communication skills of Gemini Ascendants may backfire, causing nervousness, misinformation, and or scattered thinking. And a strong moon or emotional water influence in the chart can soften the Gemini edge, making the native more emotionally grounded than typical. Also, if Mercury is placed in 12th, 6th, or 8th house, generally those are not good house. So in those houses, they may still think a lot, but won't necessarily be talkative or open. And Gemini Ascendants may struggle with focus, overthinking, and anxiety, especially when Mercury is involved in tough planetary transits or dasha periods. And Mercury in 12th, 6th, and 8th house also can make the Ascendants struggle with focus, overthinking, and anxiety. And then we always need to consider the cultural backgrounds and social upbringing of the Gemini Ascendant person. That will always shape how these traits show up in real life. And yeah, gender, we also need to consider gender as well. So in summary, Gemini Ascendants are adaptable, curious, talkative, and quick-witted. They are often mentally agile and socially active. Their duality gives them the ability to shift perspectives, explore different ideas, and see things from multiple angles. But this same flexibility can make them seem inconsistent or emotionally distant. Others may feel like they are here but not fully present. Best understood as messengers and connectors, they thrive when allowed to express ideas more freely and follow their mental sparks. So concluding this video, when you can't definitely determine a Gemini Ascendant just by looking into them. However, combining physical traits like slender build, lighter hair, sharp features, lively expression, so combining these kind of physical traits with behavioral traits like quick-witted, adaptable, curious, communicative, so these combination gives a strong lead to spot a Gemini Ascendant. However, for confirmation, you would need their birth time and chart, but these observations can spark an educated guess. So that's all for this video. I hope you found this video helpful. If you find it helpful, please like the video, comment. If you have any questions, please share the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you.